Hi class, it's Dr. Bardo, and I want to talk to you today about one last formula we can use to calculate area, and that's called Pick's theorem. You see it here on on this Wikipedia page, and the formula is used when you have a shape which has its corners on a grid. And if you have a shape that has its corners on the grid like this, as a simple polygon, one that doesn't intersect itself in some weird way, and it's also important that it doesn't have holes. If it has a hole in it, then the formula is a little different. I don't think we're going to deal with any ones that have holes, so we won't have to worry about that. But basically, all you have to do is you have to count out the intersections of the grid, or the lattice points are what they're called, that are on the boundary, and you have to count how many lattice points or intersections of the grid there are on the inside. And the area is the number of points on the inside and half the ones on the boundary subtracted by 1. And that will give you the formula, that will give you the area for any shape where the corners are on this grid. So that's a pretty simple formula there. You can see in this example over here, there are 7 points on the inside, there are 8 points on the boundary. 7 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 10. And then the last little bit that I wanted to share with you was a little bit about the history of this theorem, because I think it's, or not necessarily this theorem, but the person who found this theorem, who was the first to discover this very simple relationship, George Pick. So here's a picture of him. I don't know if it can get much bigger. So there he is, yeah. And he was born in 1859 in Vienna and died in 1942. Interestingly, it says here in 1910 he was on a committee that was considering whether to make Einstein a professor at the German university in Prague. And Pick liked Einstein and worked to make sure that he got appointed. They were very close friends, and they shared a lot of interests together, including music. And it's clear, actually, that Pick pointed Einstein in the use of some particular mathematics that was important to later discoveries that Einstein would make. And then the last thing that's sort of interesting is that Pick lived during the time of World War II, and yeah, his life actually ended. He moved to Austria at one point, and then Austria became a part of Germany. And when that happened, because Pick was a Jew, he moved back to Prague. But then Prague was eventually invaded by the Nazis as well, and Pick was sent to a concentration camp where he died at age of 82. So kind of some interesting history there, and a very simple formula. And this is sort of, I think, the last formula that we're going to focus on in terms of area. And I think when I get back on Monday, we'll have a quiz on area. So I'll make another video tomorrow to give you some review options, and so I hope that that's pretty clear. Remember, the area formula for Pick is the number of points on the inside, number of points on the boundary divided by 2, all subtracted by 1.